FedEx shares, there we go, soar on Q3 earnings beat. What's up there, Martin?
Yeah, much like Meta, JD, FedEx has been all about cost cutting these past few months. Seems to be paying off. Their revenue actually fell 6% from last year to about 22.7 billion. They're in what they call a challenging demand environment. But the fact that they have been so ruthless in cost cutting, they actually beat on the third quarter earnings by a significant amount. They had adjusted bottom line of about 341 per share. So the stock is way up. They boosted their full year profit forecast as well. So the new CEO there, Raj Subramanian, is doing a great job in terms of convincing investors that the plans that he has to right-side the business are going to result in profitability and not simply job losses. He's done a good job, I think, in that regard, and he's finally winning over some recalcitrant investors who would actually put a lot of pressure on him over the summertime.
All right, number two, TikTok faces a potential U.S. ban. Kind of? This is weird. I don't know. Where are we going with this?
This one is very slow moving, but it does seem to have gathered momentum to this point. I was just looking at some numbers this morning, JD. 25 states have already banned it from their government platforms. Of course, the federal government has done the same. President Joe Biden said yesterday that China investors have to sell their stake in ByteDance if the company is going to continue to operate here in the United States. And that might not solve the problem, and a lot of smart people are saying so. But it does seem to have accelerated the assumption that ByteDance is either going to have TikTok as a standalone entity here in the United States with data that's firewalled outside of the hands of China investors or indeed the Chinese government, or it's not going to operate at all. I've seen Snap shares trade lower this morning. Hard to know whether it's connected to the TikTok story, but my guess is that the market here is simply too lucrative for TikTok to give up, and they will acquiesce to the U.S. demands. So I don't see TikTok being banned, but I do see it being a very different business in the next few months than it is today.